everyone in the country. They have information, private information on everyone in the country. They control the tools they use, the phones, they control the network they use, and everything. So these are people with power in their hands. So as Christian, you want to stand in the way. Don't just let skills. Use it to stay ahead by solving problems, by understanding the patterns, the needs of the time, understanding what is being done, and being able to enter, infiltrate it, and control it. So, this was the video, the first video. Why this is an opportunities and then ready for interviews. We just put it together and then that should get us to the kind of work we are doing. So as far as this is let's just go to next ready for interviews.
Today I'm going to share my journey from in the Southern Latin Communion if you're 10. Looks good. Today, I'm going to share my journey from being completely noted
So this video is just short video. So it's a detailed experience that someone is sharing of how she got into tech without a tech background, or a tech background. So I'm sharing this as an aspect of what we're doing so that you don't feel something that this is so strange, something that is actually so applicable to you.
technical no computer science degree into being a full-time site reliability engineer, being a conceptor, suggesting DevOps engineers, and basically being in the tech space, right? Writing code, programming, being in the cloud, from studying geography. And how it's possible for people who have no experience or didn't do a computer science degree to get into tech, right? It's such an exciting time. Technology is moving so fast. It's dynamic, right? It's changing all the time. And in all fairness, it's an employee's market right now. The demand for technical workers is a lot higher than the supply. Let's just get into it. As I described each of the steps, I'll also share some tips and things that I think helped accelerate my career. And get me to where I am now, faster than if I hadn't done these things. So I don't think. Well, I studied geography at university at UCL, and it was a great experience. I loved my degree. I always loved geography and the idea of getting to learn a lot. Or a little about a lot. And so it was a fantastic 3 years, but I wasn't really exposed to that much programming or technical work. But in fairness, I dabbled a little bit in MATLAB and R, but I definitely didn't learn any development principles. I wasn't learning Python or how to develop Java, nothing like that. But the little bits that I was exposed to kind of sparked an interest. I was like, oh, even though right now I'm just like copying and pasting some things and seeing something run, seeing an output, I was really quite intrigued by the fact that you could just do this. Like you could write a piece of code and it could give you an outcome and you can design that how you want. And so that's cool. Sparked my interest, but like I said, I graduated with what is considered a humanities degree, right? Geography, even though I did do physical geography, and so I had a BSc. But anyway, so after that, I did 3 months of masters in environmental engineering, but I didn't find I was all that interested in it. So like, this isn't for me. It's not for me. I wasn't learning technical skills like I wanted to, like I thought I would be. So I thought it's time for me to maybe veer away from university and go down a different path. Which leads me on to the next stage, which was kind of self-teaching. Or at least the exposure to programming, to different languages, to the tech industry as a whole. So I decided that I was going to learn to code, and I found Code Academy, which I've spoken about before, but it was a great way to introduce me to the world of tech, like programming. And I was able to choose all these different pathways and kind of progress through them, and they had tutorials, they had the explanations, they also had the ability for you to try out the code and, see, like, learn about it and try it. And it was a great way for me to pick up some skills, but again, by no means did I finish as a developer. Like, in those few months that I was just testing out things, dipping into a bit of web development, a bit of Python, like, I kind of had a basic understanding of some principles, but again, nothing crazy. But again, my interest was sparked and I wanted to learn more. I wanted the opportunity to get into this space and get into the nitty-gritty of this and become somebody who does this for a living. My tip for this whole kind of first section of my journey would be to seek out information regarding the tech industry, but also regarding more specifically what you're interested in. So if you're thinking you might want to be a software developer, or you might want to be a DevOps engineer, or whatever it is, a cloud engineer, learn about it, right? What kind of technologies are being used? What's the direction of that particular, section of the tech industry? Where is it going? Who are some of the big names in it? And what can you start doing from a very early stage in your career to help propel you along your career path? Get involved, just seek out that information and start. Like, start before you try anything else, before you think I've got to go back to uni and do anything, or join a boot camp or anything like that. Try it out yourself. So the next step is clear at this point that I have an interest in tech. It's maybe a few months of me with Code Academy and just the other things that are going on. And so I thought, okay, what is the next step for me? I don't necessarily want to go back to university and, spend a year maybe doing masters or however long it takes me to do that. Not necessarily want to fork out how many thousands it is for a boot camp. I don't know what it is at the moment, but I know they can run pretty expensive, like a degree for the year. Stuff like that. So what I did actually do was I sought out apprenticeship style things, so like jobs that will train you on. And then you would work with them for a while. And that's exactly what I did. I got a job with a company that trains you up in particular skills. I was on the cloud native engineer pathway, which was the perfect pathway, looking back at it for me. And that's how I kind of got my foot in the door, the first solid foot, I would say, in the door. One thing I do actually love about tech is that it's very objective. Like, I don't know how much people care about did you do a computer science degree or not that I'm saying that I can't help, or particular what university you went to, or anything like that. It's kind of like, can you do this? Can you write a script that does this in Python? Can you develop with Java or whatever? Do you understand how to deploy an application in the cloud? Like, there are objective measures, and if you can do it, you can enter this industry, right? Like, you can get a career, or are you even open to learning about these things? Do you have the tenacity, do you have the drive and the capacity to learn new things and learn quickly? And if so, tech is for you regardless of what you studied at university, what you went to university for. So in this period, my training period, about 4 months, I learned how to develop like a basic application with Java, front-end JavaScript, HTML, CSS, things like React. But a lot of the focus was on deploying applications, things like provisioning resources, Terraform, Ansible, being in the cloud like AWS, GCP, all these things. It doesn't matter if you're not familiar with these terms. The more you look into it, the more familiar these things become. And so that's kind of how I got upskilled, like say, in all of these things and became knowledgeable in those. And I had a portfolio on my GitHub effectively where I was doing projects along the way as part of this training, and that was really key, right? Because that was of course my proof of ability to that point. Like, you're saying you can do these things, but we have no evidence of this. Actually, you're just going to check out my GitHub where I developed that application, or where I deployed this application using these technologies. And so that's one thing I would say: start projects as soon as possible and have a GitHub or whatever repository you choose to use where you can store this and spend time making sure that you have a good documentation surrounding it and showing that you would fit well into this industry, right? Like you're willing to learn, even if you don't know everything. The point is not to know everything at once, right? And people in technical time always googling like, there was a meme I saw the other day and I had to laugh. I think I'll insert it here because it's so accurate. I think a really important thing that I did is I spent a lot of time outside of my class hours kind of building my projects and making them the best I could. And I would really suggest anyone who's either in a boot camp or anything like that, or even if you're in uni, whatever, is putting in that effort, that extra time, because if you want to accelerate your career, then it's going to take an investment. It's going to require you to invest something up front. And at this point, it's time and energy. So we've got to the stage now where I am skilled and I have a good level of understanding of some key concepts. I've experience in development, not necessarily in enterprise and company, but I've shown that I can do certain things and I understand how technologies work. Right? Like I understand how to use Terraform and how to write a playbook with Ansible and things like that. So the next step was getting my first job. And I was, like I said, with the company I worked through, I got my first job through them. So that's kind of their pipeline. And this is the thing, a lot of companies will either train you and like kind of contract you out, or they're in-house training, they want you to be, working for them. Because like I said, there's supply and demand, there is a real mismatch right now. And so even if you don't have the skills, but you have the drive and you're sure you're willing to do it, people will take you on, companies will take you on. Like it's a mindset thing at this point. So my first job was in the finance sector, which was great. I cannot underestimate or really undersell how important that was to me and how lucky I kind of felt to get my first job in finance, because it opened a lot of doors. Working in finance for me it shows that you can handle certain levels of sensitivity and kind of governance and frameworks that are embedded within the financial industry, and so it opens a lot of doors after that. But regardless, if you want to get a job, whatever job you get, you're going to get hands-on experience, and that is actually the most important thing, right? You have hands-on experience, doing whatever it is you're doing. In this case, it was site reliability engineering, you could be DevOps, it could be software development, whatever it is. And honestly, I got stuck in straight away. From day one, I was volunteering for like big projects and putting my name forward and like, and hey, I'm new here, and I know I come from a boot camp style training thing, but I'd really like to be the second lead engineer on this project. And I was so lucky that I was in an organization that really wanted to upskill their employees and give opportunities, and so I was able to get on those sorts of projects from the start, build my skill set, build my connections within the company very early on, and that was a key thing. And so, like I said, the tips, get involved from day one as much as possible. You'll have like a little training period most of the time, or understanding the company and things, but get involved where you can, and like people know where you stand, like they know what you're coming in at. So if you're coming in at junior, you understand that, but you can still put yourself forward for things, and they may say, actually, that's not right for you right now, or they could say, you know what, actually, we're going to give you an opportunity, like we see. And we have like a particular scope where you can't mess up too badly. And so here, go and try it. Another example of this is, once I might have learned a few things of Python, like hello world and like how to do a graph or something, I had no experience using Python to automate things, especially automate things as they relate to the cloud. And I was like, yep, I'm happy to take on this new task, which involves me pretty much learning Python to a usable state and automating some of this work for us. And again, that allowed me to quickly develop my skills and establish myself in the company as someone who's willing to put themselves forward for things, willing to try things, and willing to have a go, right? So another thing that I did was I started getting certificates very good. And so I made it my mission to not only have the skills, but have the certificate back. And so, yes, the key thing I would suggest doing once you are in, put yourself going to want to invest in you in that sense anyway. So if that's not something you do it. And if not, use your own. Like a lot of these courses, a lot of these certificates may be offered in the future, right? And it means if you go on to the next stage, you have that proof there and then, right? Like people who are seeking out employees like you know, wow, well, she actually has the certificate already. She's been in there for 6 months, a year, and she's done X, Y, B, Z, and she's got these certificates to back it. And so where am I today? Well, I just got a new job, actually. Really excited about it. It's a new challenge. It's a new salary. And it's also a job that will allow me to work pretty much anywhere in the world. And so I can travel the world and do what I enjoy doing, at the same time make a living in the tech industry. And this is something, again, I would argue is a niche of the tech industry. Like, you can, a lot of the times, you work from anywhere in the world, given that you're available the hours you're supposed to and so forth. If you could do it, a lot of companies will. Some won't, and it'll be for regulation reasons, or you need to be in the office, or facing clients or whatever, which is cool. But you can seek out jobs that allow you to be remote if that is what you're interested in doing. So that's where I am now. I was thinking about doing a video on the application process and how I got my multiple offers and was able to navigate those multiple offers in this stage of my career. So leave a comment if you're interested in seeing that. In which case I can go into more depth on the tips and the advice for each step of the application process. But that's it from me. I hope this was useful. I hope this was inspirational to show you that it is possible to go from like completely no technical experience and no CS degree into a full-time job in the tech industry as a DevOps engineer, as an SRE, whatever it is, a software developer, whatever it is that you are interested in doing. That is open to pretty much anyone, I argue. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.
Are you a professional looking to immigrate legally to the United States? Today we're going to talk about one of the best options to apply directly to a
Alright, so we are concluding already. There's a lot of other players on call already. We are probably saying something. So
Line in.
we're just going to get through and then get this done. So yeah, we talked about data portfolio, so as an opportunity. So I think she did a good work with that. So I just want to go straight, position yourself for opportunities. Like I said, be in public. So now we be public, have active accounts on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Have active accounts on LinkedIn and on Twitter when you be in public. So then position yourself for opportunities where people, like I said, connect to people who are doing well, connect to industry leaders, connect to HR personnel in your dream industry, and then let them see your work, let them see your work. So doing that, you position yourself for opportunities, position yourself for opportunities. And then another thing is talk to people. The first work I got in tech was a friend. Talk to people. Talk to people. There are people ahead of you. Friends, relatives, people you just see online. Talk to people. Let them know what you are doing. Let people know that I'm doing this. I'm looking out for a new role. Talk to people. So when you do that, next thing is sending applications. So you have to be ready. Send applications. Sending applications. So apply for roles. Don't think or don't feel that you are too small. Apply for any role. One thing I found sometimes is that the things that come are the ones that are bigger than the things I thought qualified for. Apply for the roles. Any opportunity that you feel like is there for anyone that's qualified, and you feel like you're qualified, why not send your application? Don't allow anyone to discourage you First thing I want, I think someone the other day, a friend told me, don't mind to apply for that thing. People like us don't get kind of things. But I wanted to prove it wrong, and actually did. So send applications. So reached without applying. So this connects with when you are positioning yourself, which is what has worked for me most of the time. So reach without applying. Putting yourself out there. Putting yourself out there will make people reach out to you. We have Social and Solo open. Are you interested? Are you interested? It works. Reached without applying, it works. So please always put yourself out there. Then handling rejection. Handling rejection is so easy. Like they say, understand that you're not being rejected. You are not being rejected as a person. Simply application is being rejected. Either someone doesn't understand their role in hiring, they don't understand that you're best fit, or actually that job is not for you. Like they say, what is not for you is not for you. So when you don't get something, if you feel like, okay, that work is for you, go back and do your due diligence. Did you make a mistake in application? Is it something that you didn't get right? If it's something that made a mistake or something that you can get better, try again. But if not, then please pivot, go for another thing. So ready for interviews. Next, ready for interviews. What do you need in preparation? What do you need in preparation? Read up. Understand the company you're applying to. Read up. You've been invited for an interview. Read about the company. Understand their values. Know their vision and their mission statement. Understand their values. Know their mission and mission statement. If possible, perhaps find if you know the people in the company who are doing the interview. If they give you information about people, go and find out about them, what they like, what it's like, kind of people they are, please. Do your due diligence. Find out the things you need to find out. Then quickly imposters, which I talked about, things like I can vote for this, I can do this. Acing your interview. That's one quality you need importantly is confidence. I say the difference between the successful interviews that I had and the unsuccessful ones is confidence. When I lacked confidence, that was just it. It just keeps torturing and I don't know that you lack. When you're confident, by the time you finish, wow. So please, confidence is very, very, very important. If you want to ace your interview, please be confident. Know that yes, you are capable, you can handle this job, and take it on. And please, one thing about interviews, don't go there trying to prove that you know everything. Just be good of the things you know. If there's something they don't know, there's a way to answer questions that you don't know. Think critically, think analytically, ask them questions, throw back questions at them. Try to make them expect the thing. If they can break it down and then you actually have the answer and you break down, fine. If not, tell them, this is something that related to what I cannot relate to now, but I can always go back and get the answer and get back to you with that. So always work with confidence. Now avoiding door. And always, if you are taking interview, hear a bright expression always in your face. Like I always say, always be confident, smile. Don't look dull on interviews, particularly if you are doing things that require teamwork or communication. Have the mindset of, don't have the mindset of, if I don't get this thing, I'm dead. Once you have that mindset to make mistakes because you are desperate, don't be desperate. Don't be desperate mindset. Just relax. Tell yourself, if this is for me, I'll get it. If it's for me, I'll get it. And that will work out for you. The next. So next, if you're not successful, what do? Reiterate and pivot if necessary. Try again, but at least twice better this time around. If you're not successful, reiterate. That is, go back to drawing board, do what it's supposed to be. If you want to apply for that same job again, be better. But if not, pivot. That is, apply for something else that fits you. Successful, congratulations. Go to the next slide. Rising fast in career, a growth mindset. Rising fast in career, a growth mindset. One, imbibing a growth mindset. So there was a time, there was an event that we had, particularly organized at that time, that was I talked about building the growth mindset. So imbibing a growth mindset. What's a growth mindset? Growth mindset is where I am today is not where I'm going to be tomorrow. Always looking at I'll keep getting better, earning more, rising higher. Always be ambitious. Always be ambitious. It doesn't mean that you forget God and everything. No, ambitious means to do your job better, to do more than your job. A growth mindset. Imbibe it. Now, what are qualities that are indispensable for growth? Number one, self-discipline. You must be self-discipline. Like I said, tech demands a lot. You know the reason why there are competent people? Give someone a job and then you agree 1 week. 2 weeks is not yet done. And that reminds me, I did an interview that I made a mistake. That company, they wrote on their site, said one thing they value is speed. Like 2 months. I was given a case study. I took like 2 months to do that case study. Yes, I asked it's actually an American company. So it's top right of the company. So the guy that was the person was in charge of hiring who was working with me. Like I asked him, he did a call, he said, oh, it's fine, I can submit anytime. That was my mistake, that's a lie. Don't allow me what to do, they can do anything at any time. Please, there's nothing like that. Nothing like you can do it when you are ready. Nothing like when you're ready. Please, all you say is do it now. What is supposed to do? Do it now. 2, meeting deadlines. Don't ask for extension as much as possible. Don't be the person that always asks, please, something happened though, they took light though, someone died, I went to bury, I went to church. That's why I can. Don't give excuses, meet deadlines. Once don't meet deadlines over and over again, even if you get a job, very soon they'll throw you out of the job. That's not the truth. Meet deadlines. Correct. Critical thinking and problem solving. Critical thinking and problem solving. Be critical thinking. Whenever you are encountering a problem and you're having a team, always be the person that is giving solutions. Always be the person that whenever you are talking, bend your head, think. When you talk, you're offering a solution. Everyone will say, wow. Yes, let's apply this. That's what makes people different. When you're in a meeting, when you go out, you go for a conference, and then everyone is talking. When you speak, critical thinking, problem solving is what sets you apart. And that's something that makes you indispensable. That when a company is sacking, for example, there's a company like Margin Call. It was during the American Depression. So by the time that it was so bad, they had to sack most everybody. They asked what of the young man? He said, no, keep him and keep every other person who is smart. Keep everyone. So when the ship goes under, the people who are going to be saved, we give it a new one. So what the people think to the list of problems. Teamwork, don't be a lone worker. Like they say, John will say something which is very to say it's true. You are taught to be a lone worker, do everything yourself. But in real life, you are taught to work together as a team. Be a team worker. Be what? A team worker. Only the person who is able to work with other people. Don't be the one-man squad. Companies don't want a one-man squad because see what that I used to have that idea that you can do yourself is a lie. Sometimes the person in the team who doesn't have an idea, give an idea that will solve one of the things you can do your level. Be a team worker. Number 4 or 5. 10 times better. Spirit of Daniel. 10 times better. Always be willing, putting in the work. They say the what made Daniel different was not just that God put it upon him, but Daniel actually put in effort to be 10 times better. Have that spirit of 10 times better. 10 times better. Then 6. Doing above and beyond your job description. Doing above and beyond your job description. Above and beyond your job description. They tell you to just, this software, I just want you to improve this feature. You go ahead and check if there are other issues you can solve. Let's go above and beyond. Let's offer more than your job requires. Always offer more than your job requires. That's what makes you indispensable. That's what makes you to grow. So these are qualities that you need. Always go above. And don't be limited to the job description you're giving. Always go above and beyond. So what are you doing currently? Always offer more than is required. Always give more than is required. There are other things you can push. Not other things. When someone in company is giving an instance of time, I'm going to take up the roles if you can. If you can take up another person's role and do it, make yourself indispensable. Not always going above and beyond that they can't do without you. Put yourself in a position that they can't do without you. When you want to leave people are like, even when another company does for you and they give you this offer, company come and say, wait. Can you increase your salary? But then we are talking about it. When he was working in the bank and I wanted to give, and I said, what's the problem? The manager had to come like, okay, give you an increase. He said, no, come to me. Always be this person. Always do be above the job description. Go to the next slide. Last slide. The next slide, please. Go to the A winning mindset, crushing your goals. A winning mindset, crushing your goals. A winning mindset, crushing your goals. Like David, never losing. It's one thing that I can never lose. I can never fail, I can never lose. I can never fail. There's one thing when I found about David. David fought wars. Kinds of wars. There's no account of the Bible that he lost in this single war. Don't be the person who buys the mindset of sometimes up, sometimes down. Buy the mindset of sometimes up. Now this helps you, even when you come back, like David, and Siklag has been bombed to fire. You have a down moment. You don't see it as a loss, but instead you see that it's time to strategize and go for a new victory. You always see the positive side of things. For example, just a few months ago, was tough. Very tough. What did I always say? I look like, this doesn't define my future. So much more I'm going to get. Always have that winning mindset. Challenges come, things happen, probably you did all your best, and then maybe you start your career, and then the company, they laid off everyone, and like, don't think of the new initiative. Strategize for new ways. You've tried applying, nothing new. Don't drop. Keep on. Like Edison used to say, tried 1,000 times. He said he didn't take 1,000 times, but before that 10,000. How it couldn't work out. One thing I realized to myself is that if I do something I didn't work, it means that I'm not good enough at this point. Let me improve. And by the time, now this is a personal challenge I give myself. Now by the time I keep doing better at that thing, when I now come among equals, people that normally were in the same environment, and we do the same thing, I do better than them because of what? I challenge myself to this thing. Because of what? I have a real thing I said. That's what they did. That's what made it to overcome the lion, overcome the bear. Doing research. Not willing to lose. Don't give up. In fact, one thing is that persistence. For example, now, I started out this journey 2018. Now, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years. Now, this is just the moment when I'm getting something sizable as an income and something that is coming in. How? It takes persistence. I don't see it as an end. And I'm not looking at it like, okay, that you just got to millions. I expect challenges will come. Definitely. But then I know that I can only get them. And I really them. So that mindset, it takes years. No one just like made overnight, and it takes years. Think about 5 years. Think about people taking more years. And they know that no matter what, don't give up. Next slide. This is not the next slide. I have 2 more slides here. Bonus slide. I have 1 slide here. We found that. Not the last. We have to go back. The donors, found that they found that you are meant to give out. This is for you. But it's not an idea. You have an idea. How do you know that idea is feasible, something that can be successful? One way is to in product design, we'll do product research first. When we do that, we'll do product research. You have learning by immersion, learning from experts, and then there's the third one. Immersion is being there yourself. Imagine yourself being passionate. You need that solution. It's going to solve the problem. That's by immersion. Experts, seek expert knowledge. Go online and see what experts say about the problem you want to solve. The people keep saying this problem is there. It's not that people keep talking about is there. People keep talking about it. Learn from experts. Learn from experts. Then the other one is seminar forms, like Google Forms. Takes your best. Like I profess on the idea. The product designer, I cannot take survey. I don't know what I'm doing. Take survey, send survey to people and ask them to fill it. Ask them to fill survey. Always take surveys. Validate the idea. Know whether people need what you want to create. It's not just about it's exciting. The people need it. Number one, you are putting something for the economy. People around there can they buy it. You're putting a brand, you say you put a shoe. And you say the shoe is 15,000 for students that are looking for 2 pair shoes. You will be selling one in a month, 5 months. And it's an idea, it's something that's applicable. The market there, can they buy it? Creating something, a cookie, something that people eat, and then one is 1,000 naira. Students don't have the money to buy it. The environment determines, validate your idea by the market there. The only validate go to the next one, ideation. Ideation is bringing your business to life. So in addition, you brainstorm, bring together all the solutions you need, all the solutions that you can think about. There are 2 ways, brainstorming and what the other one. Just list it out. So brainstorming, just write anything that comes to mind, anything that comes to mind. Then find a central one that links all of them together. Find 3. That 3, write it down. These are solutions. Then you do what you call how might we ask how might we questions. How might we solve this problem? This is not a solve problem with this. Okay, sorry, I said solution. But if I actually list 3 problems, essential problems you want to solve, then how about to solve this problem number 1? How to solve the problem number 2? How much to solve the problem number 3? How about to ask? So ask that question. So if you're asking how much questions, make your answer. Don't make it general. Don't provide a general answer. Person that is specific, but not too close. Not something that's so closely. For example, you say people are hungry. The general answer will be like, let's sell food. But there's something to do like, let's sell food that people can afford or that comes in different diets. Something that people can afford or that comes in different diets. So you've asked the question with specific, but not so broad. Not like let's sell rice. You say something that different diets or something that people can afford. So you ideate that. So now prototype, after you ideate it, next thing is prototype, build it. What do you do? With your skills as a designer, design and build. Testing in the team, and then if it's possible, get external testers to test your product. If you are good enough, you can test it in the public, launch a test phase, a beta phase. People will now go through and test it and then give feedback. And then when you're ready, when your MVP, which is your minimum viable product, is ready, you launch. So last slide. Running your startup, risk assessment, always doing due diligence, always doing due diligence. What due diligence? Due diligence is being able to do all the study you need to do, being able to assess all the information you need to assess, being able to prevent it to ensure that your business model is fail-proof. Do your due diligence. Take your risk assessment. The market you are entering, is it volatile or is it stable? Do your due diligence. The product you are selling, you want to sell, is it seasonal or is it all season? Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. How long is the market going to last? What's the market capacity? What's the audience like? What's the financial value of the market the entry? What's the reward? Be able to forecast what to expect in the business. Pricing strategy. So this is what we call pricing strategy. Pricing strategy. How do you price your goods? We have one, cost plus pricing. Cost plus, that is the cost of production plus whatever you want to add. Cost plus. Two, value based. Apple, for example, doesn't use cost plus, they use value based. Their phones are actually overpriced in a way, but it's value based. So they give you that when I give you Apple, you stand out. When I give you Apple, it's general. When I give you Apple, it's specific. When I give you Apple, that's the best. So people buy it because of what? The brand value. So value based. Then trade, competitor based. So like and which is very, very this last one I'm talking about is very, very dangerous, which is what kills many companies. This person, I'm selling the product because for example, I'm selling biscuits. You're selling biscuits, right? My biscuit is 10 naira. You enter the market, you want to enter the market, what do? You come and start selling the same biscuit 5 naira. So enter what? A competitive pricing war. And as a business, you start making loss, people start making loss. You start making loss. That is very, very dangerous. Now it works, but it works under very, very strict guidelines. You must know when to stop. For example, when you do that thing is for penetration, when you want to enter a market that is hard to penetrate, you come with a low price. But don't be dangerous. For example, when that got dedicated in Nigeria, dealing with other things, as they bought that was the brought it the loss was so much of the other companies. So no who is there. If it's too dangerous to do penetrative pricing, please don't try it. Instead, go with cost plus or value based. The best is value based. Build a brand that people want to associate with. For example, Nike shoes, they are 45k, 40k, or people always buy them when they have the money because of what? They have the brand. They are elite. They are the best. The best celebrities, the biggest celebrities wear the best sports people wear their shoes. They have the brand. So the best is value based, and then the last fundraising. How do you raise funds? One thing that's essential about fundraising, one is shamelessness. Because when you're raising funds, you're better. You must have the beggar's mindset. It doesn't mean that you devalue yourself. No, it means you are willing to humble yourself to ask maybe someone you couldn't have asked. For example, when you are raising money for a startup, they say most effectively it's best to raise from around yourself before going for public funding. So it means if you have an uncle that has money, you have to go and ask for money. If you have a friend that has money, you have to go and ask for money. This is what you have. Then with it, for example, you have to get your MVP to get outside funding, which is the minimum product. So you have to raise that fund if you don't have it. So be shameless. Then when you've got your MVP and you have to develop your pitch deck and your business plan. Your business plan tells how you want to run your business, how you want to make the profitable. Have a pitch deck, like the slide you have now, just like 10, 11 slides. Business plan is more detailed. This is how you want to run the business. So if someone wants to invest $1 million into your business, or wants to get rid of $1 million, or 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, discount to millions or thousands of dollars, you have to show that your business is well-proof. So number one, that's why I say you have to do your due diligence. So now you do your due diligence, you prove to the potential investors in your business plan, in your pitch deck, that yes, what you offer is worth it. Is worth it. So when you raise funds, then you can talk about management, being able to work on the funds. Essentially, at the end, what you need and what you must sustain is discipline. Always have that discipline. Discipline. Run through. So this summarizes everything. But I want to reiterate something. Which is why this is being organized. Which is this. You don't have to wait for years to start your corporate career. If you have to start right now, to start this now. And soon, somebody to feel comfortable, get out of your comfort zone. Start it. We have students in tech careers. We have students, people in tech careers. They are not among us here, and they are doing well. So what is your own excuse? What's your own excuse? I've shared my own experience. So this is unassuming. I didn't go to school, I didn't need to be in tech. But then, as God will have it, you learn yourself, you see yourself there. But first of all, start something. Like I said, and like Steve Jobs said, do something you're passionate about. Something that will last. Something that will last a long time. If you're going to be lasting in a career, you're going to make a difference. It's going to be something that's, and like I said, tech is stressful. Just be aware of this. You must work for someone to pay you thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of naira. You must work your sock out. You must work out every single goal. The value you provide must be like times 2 times 10 of the work you are doing. That's not the truth. If you are paying 500,000, the company is making sure that it's making net profits of at least 5 million for your work. So you must prove yourself. Now, what tech does and why they pay tech, if you wonder why is it that tech earns much, because in tech, one person does the work of 10 persons. One person does the work of 10 persons, so you pay the person for the work that 10 people do. So put yourself out there. Look at everything we talked about. Take them. These are things that work. Nobody's talking all these things. So you feel like I'm just saying all these things, then I don't know what to tell you else. These are my experiences that I shared. Being in public, developing yourself, putting yourself out there, being good for interviews, applying for things that people say are impossible. Being reached out and then making mistakes. Like I said, I've made mistakes, I've lost big opportunities. For example, let me share this. In my tutorial level, I got a big opportunity. But then I didn't know how big it was. I was called to be in the executive team of an e-commerce startup that had millions of naira invested in it, thousands of dollars invested in it, had foreign investors in it. After the interview, I interviewed for another social media manager, but I shared a lot of ideas. My interview was so great that I was offered to become part of the board, just to bring up ideas, just to help them to grow. But then I was in tutorial level. I didn't understand the opportunity, so I didn't take it up. The man kept calling me and kept giving excuses, and then the opportunity went. The man actually went to our batch to just do some reviews and then decided to hire. 4 years after like 3 months, he went back to Lagos. So that's how it works. Put yourself out there. Opportunities always come. And when you miss one, don't give up. Try again. Keep trying to break through. Let's help with this. One thing I always help is confidence. I always help with this. If you be successful, I'm successful beyond the mission. I'm just getting started. Tell yourself that always. Have that mindset. If you don't want to achieve big success, you can. You have everything you need. Like I said, you have things you can volunteer over here to build up experience. You can go to our website and feel like the site is not okay. Learn the technologies you need, and then, make it better. You can take our site and redesign it. Do something. You can take up the data of the fellowship and then analyze that, put in data sheets. and put it in other place and help us to get data flowing well. Do it. You can take us start writing by being one of our operators. We have a lot of spaces in our website where we can create feature blogs. So we can also take tech blog. If you have the information, you can give permission, talk to the GPT or the IC director, and then they will push up for you. But by all means, stop giving yourself excuses. Break it to tech. Break it to tech. Like I said, I started in tech 200 level with little experience. You don't have excuses. There's nothing special. I did nothing special about the hard. In fact, I've had more rejections. I remember just this year, I sent a lot of applications. Rejection. I was so tired. I thought at this point I've had enough of rejection. So like I've had enough of it. And I'm still willing to like go for what I need. But then they don't kill my belief in what I can achieve. They don't. So it's not far away. There's no special ability or whatever. It's just putting your head down with discipline. Build the problem. That's one thing that we're missing. I know many of us are doing, but you start building, put yourself out there. And I believe, I really trust God that we're having people fellowship here. When we talk about students who can do stuff, we have people here. Like we have people now doing well. Joshua is doing well in tech now. But I'm not doing well in tech. We have a lot of people who are growing, Chidebere, and who have gone ahead, it's a miracle in product design, and a lot of us are coming up. So you have people you can reach out to from Dlcf Mouau. You reach out to them, then let them guide, let them mentor you, and get what you need to get. I believe that trust God that those of us who want to enter tech will enter and will do well in Jesus' name. So any question? All right.
The question is, if someone wants to use social media, utilize social media to advertise his food, how can you do it?
Okay. Public social media to advertise work, like what other work? Is it content creation?
Yes, like something like this.
Content creation. Okay. First of all, you find out where your target audience is. Are they on Twitter? Or are they on LinkedIn? Are they on find out your target audience. It might be one platform or one or two. When they are now in that platform, build connections around you. And then one thing, have a mentor. Must not be a mentor, but have someone you look up to. Have someone that has done what you've done, understand? And at that early stage, replicate what they did, understand? Do what they did, follow their steps, do what they did. So,
finding jobs, like where are the places to find jobs?
okay, we have jobs on LinkedIn. We can post jobs. We have Indeed.com, we can post jobs. But one thing I want to advise you is that most times if you apply for those jobs, it's hard to get them. The best is just put yourself out there and have to reach out to them. Build a problem. That's just the point. Alright. Now, any other question? I said any question you want to ask now. You want to break it to 10. So what has delayed you? Okay, what is the question? Okay, ask.
For some people can be very serious, like families with this, or there's this limitation. People that use database apps. It's a very limiting factor when you don't have plenty data. So all these binge watching YouTube videos you used to talk about, how do you need data?
The more I don't have to have alright. Now, I'll come back to you. There is no excuse. You know that's what I'm talking about. Most of the time they have food. Like, do you know what they mean about? But they would have it instead of food. Right. And I always found out the way to get the cheapest. I used to do night browsing a lot. Like I said, sometimes I wake up to read and I'll end up doing night browsing and is it? It's I this YouTube like YouTube night is something is a killer. But like night browsing. There's something I used to do. Like I have this app from Snap too. If I don't stay awake, I'll download it. I'll do night plans, download them, and watch them when I work during the day. I don't have a problem. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about getting a monthly subscription? Now, like when we want to buy food stuff, the best way to buy it is in what? In bulk. Same way to want to buy data. The cheapest data is in bulk. For example, what I use now is 4 gig for 3,000 naira, for 3,500 for a month. It's cheaper than anything, cheaper than 300 naira for 1.5 gig. 24. That's what I'm saying. You find ways to get it. For example, this one is applied to every new SIM card. And it lasts for 3 months. So you can try to, if you can, to buy SIM card every 3 months, buy one SIM card. Like I said, you say you want to learn, and I said that 6 months enough to learn. So you might just buy and then last time I bought MPS earlier, some months ago, 2 months ago, August, was 700 naira. So 700 naira for 3 months, and then getting cheap data. I will last month. So look out for more. They are always there. Check even now there is one that is in your plan.
That was it. Okay, I think I have 2 questions. Okay, number 1 is, see, we see that tech is, people say it's not for the fair, it's not for the weak. So, my those guys have been doing this stuff for 1 year plus now. But it's as if the competence is not there. The level of having instead of it's moving more. If there is a tech for 5 years and getting, I don't know what they're taking. So the end product of it should be the financial